Hello, everyone. Today we will talk about some considerations before getting goats. Because, some of you may want it for milk, or goat cheese, or goat milk yogurt, or even goat meat. So, if you're like me, that you don't want to worry about antibiotics or any added hormones in your goat, then make sure you have to consider some of these things. So, first thing is that goats are very social, curious, and independent. So, to start with, you don't really want a lot of goats right away, especially if you're a beginner. But you don't want to get just one either. Get at least like two, like to start with, because they can get really bored and lonely. And the second one is that you call the male goats as bucks and female goats as does. And the baby goats are just kids or baby goats. And then the third thing that you have to know is that goats may climb, jump, and run under anything. So make sure you get some fence if you don't want them roaming around everywhere, or chain. I use chain for mine, like the dog chain, and they're okay with it, and I just keep moving them wherever I want. If there's more grass and some stuff, like some bushes that I want them to eat, wherever in your property, just make sure that they're safe. And then the fourth thing is that goat hates getting wet. They don't like to get wet. They don't do well in wet, like swampy area. So make sure you prepare a house for them so they can get over there, especially when it rains, because they don't like to get wet and they'd be crying meh, all the time, and that can get real annoying. But if they have a house, they just go in there. They pretty much do whatever they want. And then the fifth one, goats like bushes, trees, they like those over grass. But, if you have some grass in your property, they can devour that too. Because, whatever you feed your goats, that will affect the quality of your milk as well. So that's something to be considered. And they like something wild, as I noticed. Okay, number 6, goats have a routine. So don't have them wait so late in the morning. So when you wake up, after you do the important stuff that you have to do in the morning, make sure you take care of them right away, or they're gonna make a lot of noises. They'd be crying. I'll be by my kitchen window and I would see them meh. So when I wake up after I take care of my dog, I take care of my goats right away. And number 8, goats eat clean and drink clean. They don't drink dirty water either. They don't just eat some food rotten or contaminated or soiled foods. They're really picky. They like clean. I wish people are like that. I wish I'm like that. I eat some junk foods. Number 9, goats don't like pressure. So with mine, I put mine in a leash, but right now they're pretty much trained. They don't really they're not giving me a hard time. They just follow me, so they can be trained just like dogs. Sometimes I feel like goats are more smarter than dogs. Okay, number 10. Goats can hear very well. So if they like you, they'll respond to you right away when you call them. Or they'll call you out once they see you. But you gotta earn their trust and love first. Because I remember when I got them, like, because they were only a baby, they were still like a baby when I got them, and it was kind of hard. But then they learned to trust me, and so now it's like just easy. Like they they do respect me. I'm like their boss. Number 11, check your zoning regulation. So you gotta do some research in your area, especially if you don't live in the farm area. So that way you don't have to get rid of your goats. Make sure you do your research first, if it's allowed or not. And at least you don't have to waste money. Because like with mine, I spent like just $100 per goat. So it wasn't too bad, but yeah, make sure you check your zoning regulations. And then lastly, prepare to spend some money for some goat treats. They deserve it once in a while, but don't do it often because it's not really good for them. So prepare your heart for the possibility also that, you might lose them, or they can get sick, or they can get attacked by some dog or something, or some other animals. So just put that in mind, they don't last forever, same like human. So I know some of you guys have soft heart, but shit can happen. So prepare for that. Um, Goats are not really that expensive, honestly. Like I buy some goat treats like once in a while because I like to give them some treats because especially if they're being good and not being in trouble, they help me out like, taking care of the property. They eat some bushes that I don't want. So, they're like my kids, honestly. They're like my kids because they make me smile. And they can give you milk, and you can make goat cheese, and oh my god, I love goat cheese. It's my favorite. I eat it with some croissant and some jelly and some yummy. Anyways, so other than that, goats are really easy to handle and very fun. It's really like having good kids. Just make sure you make sure that they're not gonna be attacked by any predators. Like at first, I was worried about my goats because I have a neighbor that has a lot of goats. But that one time, one dog came to my house and didn't really attack the goats, so I was happy, and I have the goats for a while now and they're fine. But at night, I put them at night to their house and they know the routine. In the morning, before I go to school, I would make sure, they're out there eating. And I have my goats, like, I don't know, pretty much doing whatever they want. They're not really costing me a lot of money either, so it's all good. And I have my dog also watch my goats. My dog Lucia, so she helped me a lot too. Like she'd bark. If she bark, I check on the window, make sure my goats are fine. So I think that's it. Good luck. Good luck to you guys. Bye. Before anything else, also, please don't forget to like or subscribe or share my video. Thank you so much. Bye.